This is OSBA TV. My name is Ryan Greco. I'm going to be flying solo for this broadcast brought to you today, and we have ourselves a matchup. It is OSBA Game of the Week. We got ourselves a doubleheader today. We're kicking it off here in Orangeville. It is student night. You can see the fans and some of the students out here showing their support and appreciation for Orangeville basketball. We've got AI Prep taking on TRC Academy straight out of Brantford, Ontario to kick off this doubleheader. And my goodness, what a matchup and what a show these two put on. The last game of the week, these two met up. It was a TRC's actual home opener. And they managed to come away with the victory in that one, 97-95, in a game that came down to the final play. A defensive stop by TRC Academy, which gave them the lead. And guess what, folks? They're undefeated. They have not lost a game this entire season so far, as the tip-off is between Adong McCoy and Ben Hendricks is a little light there. The ref's going to have to really throw it up there for the big guys. And Hendricks, just a little bit too much juice on that one, flinging it back, and it's going to be TRC ball to kick off this game here on the baseline. And a couple of things to keep in mind. We got it's a who's who of talent on the floor to kick off this game. I mean, every single one of these players getting Division I looks at this time, or having already committed to some high-profile programs either here in Canada or across the border in the United States. So there's going to be a lot of names that we're going to be looking out here, and the first one of them is going to be Dion Edgem, who tries to get the pass inside to Anton Vernon, but Addison Patterson, number 3 for for AI Prep, managed to knock it away with his foot. You can see AI Prep rocking the highlighter yellow shoes, the entire team. If that's not team unity, I don't know what is. Maybe trying to blind the opponents there as Matt Grace tries to let one fly to kick off this game. No good. Patterson now on the other end. Patterson, he's going to step up. He's got some room. Rims in and out. Hendricks fighting for it, but Grace able to hold on to it before stepping out, and Vernon's bringing it up now. Here's Edgem. Edgem attacking the basket on Scott. No good. Gets his own rebound, though, and lays it right back in. And how about that? Dion Edgem to kick off this game. What a season he's had so far this year. Here we have Dort, the MVP of the 2017 BioSteel All-Canadian last year, playing his first year here at AI Prep. And Patterson, no good on that shot, trying to run a play, excuse me. And there's Avon Nava, another guy who's really fought for some minutes on this team and has done a magnificent job with the opportunities he's been given, as Matt Grace showing off the post moves there. A nice little move on Hendricks. Those two are going to be battling each other all day. Here's Dort. Dort attacking. Nice find to Hendricks. Hendricks trying to slam it down, but you got to love that if you're the coaching staff of AI Prep. Taking a look there as Hendricks going for the basket, not worried about taking the contact, just going straight up and attacking. Gives himself a trip to the line, and on top of that, there's going to be a foul against one of TRC's bigs. I believe it was Matt Grace that got that foul. As we said, Hendricks at the line here. No good on the first one. It's been a stalwart for this team for the past couple of seasons. You can just see his game evolving every chance. When he first joined this team, he was a real back-to-the-basket kind of player, all about the hustle and rebounds, but he's shown an offensive touch as he's grown in this program. Not afraid to throw it down, too. Here's Vernon. Vernon. Nice fadeaway jumper there. Anton Vernon right at home with those fadeaways, though, and you have to be a guy your size playing in a prep league like this. You can see who he's guarding. There's already a 4-inch difference between him and Patterson. Nice find inside, and Hendricks throws it down. What a find by Addison Patterson attacking the basket. And here's Edgem, though, trying to respond with a quick shot and knocks it down. How about that, Dion Edgem? Of course, older brother playing some Power 5 basketball right now. One of the top players in the NCAA, for that matter. A nice reply there, though. That's Sam Routens. Of course, the son of Leo Routens, Sportsnet broadcaster, TSN broadcaster for the Toronto Raptors, former Philadelphia 76er himself. Routens last year played at St. Mike's College before transferring here to AI Prep. Here's Grace working on the inside now. Vernon, nice look inside to McCoy, kind of loses it, but McCoy doesn't give up on it. And the referee's looking for, or excuse me, the coaching staff looking for a foul, but they're on the fast break, and a nice response there by Patterson. And we're off to the races to kick this game off as TRC Academy, though, still holding a 1-point lead with 7:22 to go here in the first. Vernon wants to set up something new, works the screen off with McCoy. Gets it over to Grace. Edgem sees some daylight, goes up and under, and just can't finish. Giovanni Scott just enough there at the minute. And Grace, though, saves it one more time and keeps it in. Big block by Ben Hendricks. Here's Edgem. It's going to definitely be a charging there. Giovanni Scott able to keep himself level, takes the contact, falls to the floor. Nothing Edgem could really do to that one. We're going to have Patterson bring up the ball here. 6:53 to go here in the first. 9-8, TRC Academy with the lead. Patterson can't finish there. Great defense by McCoy. And it looks like Patterson is going to get called for a reach in there as McCoy came down with it. Already had possession of the ball, but Patterson seeing if he could try and strip it loose. Unfortunately, all he got there was some forearm. Now bringing it up is Vernon. McCoy working at the top. Looking for a screen over to Vernon. He's got some space, got some time, knocks it down. And Dort really not doing much to close out that shot there. You can't leave a guy like Vernon that much time to comfortably set up and make his shot. Here's Scott. Great job on the contact and a great finish. And you can see Giovanni Scott really slimming down this year. You're seeing the results of that. A lot more athleticism when attacking the basket. He's always had that athleticism, but you can just see, and that's what you see with a lot of these high school players. As they get a little bit older, it's incredible what a year makes in difference when it comes to your, the growth of their bodies and their abilities. It goes leaps and bounds, and you can see Giovanni Scott, another example of that right there. And here's Matt Grace now. Speaking of another guy growing leaps and bounds, he's put on a little bit of size as well this year. Avon Nava, nice find inside. Grace tries to turn. Stood up by Scott, kicks it out. Edgem, no good on the three. Scott with the rebound. Here's Routens. Routens dribbling with his head up. Tries to find Patterson. He wanted to find Patterson in the corner there. Patterson was rolling to the basket. A little bit of a miscommunication. And now coming in for AI Prep is going to be number 5, Keyshawn Barthélemy out of Montreal, Quebec. Class of 2020. And he has some hops, ladies and gentlemen. He was putting on a show in the warm-ups. Hendricks tries to go for the block there. It's going to be a jump ball. Excellent job by McCoy to stay with it, even though he was off balance, holding on for dear life. Dort wants a foul, but he's not going to get it. Excellent work there by McCoy. But it's still going to be AI Prep ball. Dort bringing it up now. Just one of those players that can kind of play up to 4 positions on the floor. You saw him playing a little bit of post defense earlier in this game, but here he is running the offense. Patterson takes the shot. No good. Patterson surprisingly quiet from behind the arc to start this game. Here's Vernon. Vernon, nice dribble through the middle there. Nava gets tied up, still holds on to it. Nice find to Grace, and Grace with the soft finish under the basket. And he was able to get that over Mabeni Nam, who's also just checked into the game here for AI Prep. Dort for 3. Off the screen, no good. TRC Academy taking advantage. Only allowing AI Prep to get 1 possession per trip up the court. Nava for 3. And that kid is just automatic. And a much needed timeout here for AI Prep as TRC Academy is just rolling to kick off this game. A couple of things to take away so far with 4:44 to go. We're seeing just a lot of open looks from behind the arc here. TRC Academy taking full advantage of that, however, and also creating second chance opportunities off the glass. You're seeing that time and again here. Just in a way, it just looks like they're out hustling AI Prep to kick off this game. AI Prep, though, for what it's worth, They've had a couple of very easy transition baskets. Whenever they find themselves locking down their opponents, especially in the backcourt, it always leads to them using their athleticism to get those quick and easy finishes. However, we aren't seeing a whole lot of movement on the offensive end. A lot of shots are being settled here by AI Prep, and that's something you definitely don't want to see if you're any coaching staff in this league. Guys have to continue to start using each other as that advantage. Keep using your teamwork. Talent alone is not going to get you through it, especially against the top team in the league right now, which is TRC Academy. And with that, we're going to take a very quick break. We'll be right back to kick off out of this timeout. We'll be right back. All right, we're back here. OSBA Game of the Week. We have TRC Academy undefeated, trying to stay undefeated here in Orangeville, taking on AI Prep in the first of this doubleheader tonight. Barthélemy, hop step over to Dort. Dort drives in. There's going to be a foul there, and it's going to be on McCoy. And Dort, he's just so strong going to the basket, so fast. Excellent finish. He has one of the best finishes in the league here. No good on that first free throw, though. As we said earlier, 2017 Biles still MVP for his team. Had a heck of a night that night, leading all scores. Here's Vernon. Tries to attack the basket. And now checking in, Dong McCoy going to take a break as Matt Grace checks into the game. Also in for TRC Academy is number 13, Lorenzo Downey. Checking in for AI Prep is number 11. I believe that is Kobe Lamb. There's another guy, Kobe Lamb, a guy who had an opportunity to go and see during the AAU circuit this year. A very, very impressive pull-up jump shot he has. But, of course, he can do a lot more things than that. But here's Vernon. He's got a tough defensive assignment, though, here with Anton Vernon, one of the top point guards in the OSBA. And Nava, one of the top shooters, can't make it happen there. But once again, the second chance opportunities. Dion Edgem right there, nobody around him to clean it up. And TRC Academy is just feasting off those second chance opportunities. Patterson to the basket, up and under to Lamb. Gets knocked off of Lamb's chest. Dion Edgem doing a great job there, just getting a hand in, tipping the pass at the last moment. And it's going to be TRC ball. Grace with the inbound. Vernon's going to bring it up. Works off a screen now. Grace, nice ball movement here in the corner. Shot goes up, no good. And that was Downey that couldn't knock that one down. Patterson in the corner to Lamb. Lamb, pro hop, tries to go in one more time. He's going to get called with the travel. Tough start for Lamb, unfortunately. Once again, he's a guy that can really get it going in a hurry if he finds his hot zones on the floor. Here's Vernon bringing it up. Guarded by Lamb. Vernon works past the screen. Beautiful shot. Vernon really is one of the best players in this league at just working off of those screens from the bigs. You can see Matt Grace at 6'10". He's a hard guy to get around no matter how big you are. And Vernon just takes full advantage of that, getting himself an open look. Here's Patterson. Turn around, tries to find it inside to Mbeni Nam, but Nam couldn't get a handle on it. Vernon up, under, can't finish with the layup. Patterson going to try and do it himself this time. Up and in, no foul. Downey to Vernon one more time. Can they make it work? Edgem. And the layback, and no good. And that's Barthélemy trying to thread the needle there, but some excellent defense by Nava. And had ourselves a little bit of a track meet there with no points to show for it. Both teams, once again, you got to keep that in mind. These are two teams that have incredible athleticism on both ends of the floor. So don't be too shocked to see that happen a few times as we got some substitutions. Ben Hendricks back into the game for AI Prep. And in for TRC is number 9, Darius Deavero. Edgem. And it's going to be Nava that's going to bring it up now. And Grace is going to get called with the illegal screen there. Just kind of stuck his foot out there at the last minute. Barthélemy tripped over. One of the easier calls for the referees tonight. And see if AI Prep can take advantage of it now. They find themselves down by 10 with 2:29 to go here in the first quarter. Very similar situation they found themselves in last time around out in Brantford at TRC Academy. TRC was all over them to start off the game. Here's Barthélemy. Just can't get it to drop. A rebound. Scott still fighting for it, but Nava picks it up. Fast break again. Nava is going to slow it down. Here's Edgem. Grace thinking about it. Puts it on the floor, gets right by Hendricks, and a nice finish there by Matt Grace. Showing off a little burst of speed there in that first step. Gotta love seeing that from your big man. Barthélemy works inside to Patterson. Patterson, nice pass to Hendricks. Hendricks fights off the defender, tries to go up, can't finish. And the referees, they're letting them play today. There's not going to be any easy trips to the line for either team. You got to kind of enjoy that, though. I mean, you know, you've got some very, very big athletic players working under the basket in this game. You kind of want to see them play. And there's a great cut by Lamb, but Edgem was there, but there is going to be a is there a foul? No. I would have thought it may have been. Matt Grace caught Lamb right in the head there as he went up, but no call. Patterson now. Up. Gets it to drop. A much-needed bucket for AI Prep, but can TRC Academy respond? There is a reason why they are the lone undefeated team left here in the OSBA. Nava working off. Here's to Grace. Is Grace going to work again on him? Yes, he is. Spin move on Hendricks. Nice fake up there. Next time you maybe want to see him try and use his left hand to finish that. Would have gotten the free space there. And here's Patterson to the other end of the floor, taking advantage of a defense that looked like it kind of lulled itself to sleep there. Deavero now bringing it up. One of the newer additions to this team this year. See what the underclassmen can put up. Grace to Edgem. Edgem. No good. But TRC once again keeps working. And here's Downey. Tries to go up and there's no foul. Up and one. The ball never lies, ladies and gentlemen, and neither does Lorenzo Downey. He will not be denied. Gets the and one. Excellent finish. Coaches preach it. You can't give up on a play, and Downey did not. Rewards himself by getting 2 and goes to the line for an opportunity of 1 more. Lorenzo Downey, small forward, 6'7", class of 2020. You see a lot of 2020s and 2021s on this roster for TRC, or a few of them at least, but you see them getting those moments and these minutes. 4 seconds on the shot clock, and once again, someone's got to put a hand up on Anton Vernon. He has been going to work. Any kind of open space that he's been getting behind the arc, he's just been taking it and drilling it. Lamb. There's going to be a foul there on Downey. Reach-in foul as Barthélemy is going to come back in for Lamb, as we also have Sam Routens back on the floor here for AI Prep. If you're TRC Academy, you couldn't have asked for a better opening quarter. They're just a bucket away from 30 points, holding a double-digit lead in Orangeville. But of course, we know AI Prep, they're never truly out of any games. They always have the talent to make a run. But if you're a TRC Academy fan right now, you've got to be very satisfied with what you've seen as far as the hustle and effort, especially on those second chance opportunities. And it's a big reason why TRC has such a comfortable lead so far in this game. Lamb, no good on the first free throw. Kobe Lamb, a new addition to this team. His first year here at AI Prep, knocks down the second one. There's going to be some substitutions, though. Lamb comes off, and it's going to be Barthélemy coming back in. Sam Routens is going to be guarding Anton Vernon. Just a 1 second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. Here's Downey, guarded by Hendricks. Takes a look. Here's Vernon. 14 on the shot clock. Here's Nava. Vernon tries to shake the defender. Tries to bring it back out. 5 seconds. Finds inside to Edgem. Edgem up and in. No good. Not a bad. There's the shot. Oh, just can't get it for De Avero. Everyone stopped playing thinking that it was the game clock and not the shot clock, but there was still a 1 second difference, so De Avero had a chance to let one up, but just rims out. And to end this first quarter, really, I'm not that too surprised at the end of this first quarter. TRC Academy, we've seen them time and again, very talented roster that has done a magnificent job of really jumping out early at all of their opponents. As we've seen before, this is a team that held down and defended home floor and managed to defeat AI Prep on November 1st, 97-95. So we'll see if AI Prep has another run in them to get themselves back into this one by halftime. But so far, excellent work by TRC Academy. And with that, we're going to take a quick break before we begin the second quarter here on OSBA TV. It is TRC Academy 28, AI Prep 16. And we are back here, OSBA TV, to kick off this second quarter. TRC Academy holding on to a 12-point lead over AI Prep right now, 28-16. Very excellent first quarter by the Wolfpack. See if they can continue. A nice pick and roll there. Downey. Lorenzo Downey with the left-hand finish. Excellent way to start off this first quarter for TRC. Can AI Prep respond? Here's Dort inside to Hendricks. Hendricks, no good. Blocked by both Edgem and Downey. Here's Vernon on the fast break. Up, in, count it. Anton Vernon. TRC kicking this second quarter off with a quick 4-0 run. Dort. Barthélemy. Barthélemy with the runner. No good. Once again, we're just seeing a pass and kind of shoot thing going on here with AI Prep. Here's Nava. Off the crossover. Tries to get around Dort. Does. Inside to Edgem. Downey guarded by Dort. Vernon guarded by Barthélemy. Tries to work around. Stop and go, stop and go. Tries to get by Hendricks, up and in. What a finish by Anton Vernon. And what a start to this second quarter for TRC Academy, going right at AI Prep. Not much else you could really say about that one. Just excellent ball move, but unfortunately we're still seeing the same thing here from AI. A lot of pass, dribble up, take a contested shot. Pass, dribble up, take a contested shot. You want to see a lot more movement on the offensive end if you're the AI Prep coaching staff right now. If you're TRC Academy, though, you just have to continue this intensity. Keep contesting shots. And their bread and butter right now is just being creating off of those second chance opportunities. But right there, we also saw just how impressive Anton Vernon is, and when he's running up and down the floor to flip it up and over the 6'10" Ben Hendricks, a guy who's known for his defensive abilities. Just an impressive finish at the rim there. Just about ready to get back into the action. Coach Charles Hantomakos of AI Prep Giving some parting words of advice for his players before they jump back into this game. Dort brings it up. Patterson works it over. Scott lets it fly for three, knocks it down, and that's a big bucket for AI Prep. They needed that one. And also on the floor for AI Prep is Mariu Amadul. Seeing his first action of the game. Amadul guarding Vernon. Vernon looking for an option. Crossover, up, in. Nice kiss off the glass. Anton Vernon, he is feeling it here in this second quarter. He's got 6 of TRC Academy's 8 points to kick off this quarter. And a steal. Deavario, he's all alone though. Here's the pressure by Scott, trying to get it back. Nava works it over to Edgem. Edgem now. Vernon. Working for a screen off Downey. Kicks it out, Edgem. Up and in, runner, no good. No spin on that one, rims out. Amadul. Dort. Scott. Patterson for three. No good. Rebound, Nava. Vernon now bringing it up. Tries the speed by Dort, can't do it, loses a handle. Still gets it back though, and that's shot off the shot clock, and it's going to be out of bounds. Coach Hantomakos wants he wants a travel call there on Vernon. He has a bit of a case, but regardless, the ball never lies. Out of bounds. AI Prep gets the ball back. No harm done. Here's Patterson to Scott. Scott thinks about it, gets it back to Patterson. Dort, is he going to let it fly? Yes, he will. Count it. Beautiful form there. Nice little backspin. Nothing but net. And we're going to have ourselves a timeout by TRC Academy. They lead by 14. We got 7:12 to go here in the second quarter. We'll be right back. OSBA TV Game of the Week. We are back, OSBA Game of the Week. My name is Ryan Greco, flying solo on this one. Taking care of all of your action here. TRC Academy off to an early lead here over AI Prep with 7 minutes to go in the second. Seeing if they can build on it right now. Deavario to Grace. Grace thought about it. Couldn't get a full handle on it right away. And Giovanni Scott got a hand on that one. Caused the turnover, and here he is to try and finish at the rim. The foul and one. Giovanni Scott. Straight out of Jane and Finch. Knocks it down. Scott, one of the veterans on this team, a couple of years under his belt here at the AI Academy. Can't make good on the three-point opportunity, though. Downey, Vernon, pro step, and just getting every kind of role you can think of right now in this second quarter. Give him 8 on the quarter. Here's Patterson. Scott thinks about it. Draws the defense in. There's going to be a foul, though. Or no, out of bounds. Patterson stepped out of bounds as he was attacking the basket. That's a testament, to see the size of these guys. One step really is almost 3 or 4 feet across the floor. You don't even realize where you might be stepping in those corners. Here's Grace working inside. Finds the mismatch, little hook shot, knocks it down. And that you need to see that if you're a head coach. Your team's taking advantage of those quick mismatches. Matt Grace, full advantage. Nice, pretty little hook shot to knock it down, showing off the post moves. What a pass by Patterson, and Scott nearly puts Downey on a poster, but can't get it. Does get it back, though. 4-3. Knocks it down. Giovanni Scott had a little smile there for the TRC bench as well. Of course, TRC, though, most notably without Steve Levniak in this game, one of their top players. But regardless, TRC, they have risen to the challenge here. Dave Arrow, Vernon for three. No good, short, but Grace tips it out. Downey saves it. Nope, he's out of bounds. And almost for the better, though, because that would have been an easy, easy bucket for Amaduo. Patterson now. Dort. Step, shoot, knocks it down. 10-point game here, 40-30 for TRC. And since about halfway through the first quarter, that's pretty much been the advantage, about a 10-point lead. Grace one more time, finds the mismatch. Lamb trying to get the call, doesn't get it. Matt Grace once again recognizing the mismatch. Easiest points he's gonna have all night. Scott, a second three. And that's 3 straight threes for AI Prep. Down by 9. Vernon. Guarded by Scott. Scott, such an underrated defender. Downey, nice crossover there. Back over Lamb, foul. There's going to be a travel, though. Too many steps on the finish. Downey unfortunately got caught off balance there as Lamb, he's just been getting beat up in that post so far in the second quarter. As Nava's going to take a seat. Into the game is Adong McCoy. The big shot blocker, backboard breaker. Patterson can't get it past him. Vernon waits for the last minute to get it to Edgem. Nice finish there over Giovanni Scott. Those two are going to be going at it all day. Here's Lamb. Works off the screen from Scott. Kicks it over. Barthélemy sees some open space. Tries to float it. Can't get it, but Dort's right there. Up and in. Foul and one. Count it. AI Prep. Lugens Dort. The 6'5" guard out of Montreal. Came along with Barthélemy this season for AI Prep. And you can see how big of an addition he was in the absence now of the graduation of Howard Washington Jr., Javon Blair, O'Shea Brissett. This AI Prep team lost a lot of firepower due to graduation, but they've made up for it in strides with guys like Addison Patterson already stepping up, the signing of Dort. Here's Scott. Knocks down another. It's going to be a 2. Foot was on the line there. And AI Prep is shooting their way back into this one. Vernon bringing it up. And McCoy slams it down. Great pickup there. The big man getting it done when his team needs it most. Scott for 3. Can't make it. 4 in a row. Grace running up the floor, tries to get a pass to Vernon, misses it. And those are mistakes you can't afford. And AI Prep seems to almost be on the verge of going on that big run now. Nice find inside the Dort. Can't get a handle on it, though. Looked like it hit Dort just below his hands. Slipped out. And it's going to be AI Prep ball, though. They're going to get a second chance at this. 46-38, 3:04 to go here in the second quarter. And Coach Vernon wants the referees to talk about it. Still going to be AI Prep. Vernon's all the way on the floor. The referee's trying to get him back to the sidelines here. Two very fiery and competitive coaches that know each other extremely well. They've both been around the circuit for a while now. Dort, nice Euro step and finish. No call. 6-point lead for TRC. Nava tries to find it, gets knocked loose, but gets it inside to Edgem. Edgem can't get the roll. Lamb with the rebound gets it over to Scott. Barthélemy. Dort for 3. Knocks it down. AI Prep, the lead is now down to 3. Vernon. Vernon trying to get it done himself. Up in. Great control. Recognizing what the defense gave him. Nice little runner and finish there. He's having a monster quarter for TRC. McCoy. Here's Barthélemy. Knocks it down again, and AI Prep is catching fire from behind the arc and have brought themselves now down within 2. And TRC Academy is going to have to start rethinking their defense now. They're just letting AI Prep shoot at will. And AI has heated up. Giovanni Scott, Lugens Dort, among the chief sharpshooters that have shot AI Prep back into this game. TRC, though, still holding strong, still holding on to a lead. Every single punch, they're throwing a counterpunch. But unfortunately, in this day and age of basketball, 3s are still better than 2s. And that's what we're seeing right now. And with that, we'll take a quick break before we before we resume the action here on OSBA TV. And we are back. OSBA Game of the Week. TRC Academy trying to hold on to a 2-point lead here over AI Prep. With 1:55 to go here in the half. Edgem, nice shift there. Tries to go up, didn't exactly know what he wanted to do, but once again, Edgem, he's been doing this time and again, picking up his own rebound. That's about the 3rd time we've seen him do that in this game, and finishing under the rim. Scott. Let it fly one more time. Knocks it down. Giovanni Scott is on fire, ladies and gentlemen. He is 4 for 5 from behind the 3-point line in this quarter alone. And there's a turnover. Scott had the turnover. Was able to knock it over to Barthélemy, but it looks like it's going to be a kickball. Vernon getting helped up there. This is that run that we were all kind of half expecting from AI Prep. But TRC Academy, of course, they're very capable of going on some offensive runs of their own. There is a reason they are the #1 team in the OSBA. It's going to be white ball. Not quite sure how it became white ball. Maybe the kick, the last bit of the kick was by Vernon. Here's Scott again, no good. Dort flies in with the left hand. And that was sheer athleticism, ladies and gentlemen. And AI Prep is holding on to their first lead since early in the first quarter. Here's Nava. Nava trying to work around Lamb, but great help there by Scott. Vernon, guarded by Patterson. A very long defensive line out there for AI Prep as McCoy tries to go up and in and one. The foul and one. Adong McCoy, you want to talk about a guy, just whenever his team seems to need a big bucket, he's been there, either with a thunderous dunk or a smooth finish under the rim. You know, a lot of people were wondering with Elil Nosemi moving on to the Cincinnati Bearcats, after his graduating year, if Adong McCoy would be able to kind of step up and take over the reins in that backcourt. And he is proven with an improved shot, as you just saw right there. Excellent form now compared to last season. His offensive game has grown leaps and bounds, and he still has that defensive effort that we've seen from him his entire time here in the OSBA as Lamb misses the layup. Here's Vernon over to Edgem. And one as Sam Routens tried to get up and block that. Edgem, though, just too big. "36 seconds to go here in this half. Edgem's going to go for one more. And they're just going to wipe down the floor very quickly underneath the basket. Even though it's not in the court of play, you don't want to take any chances. Anyone that could be running in for a layup, they slip there. That could be ugly. They slip in that back area. No good on the second. Here's Patterson. Excuse me, he was good on the second. Bartholomew tries to put it up. 27 seconds now. Big block by Lamb, and it's going to be still going to be TRC ball, though. And there's going to be 2 shots here as there was a foul. Referee's calling a foul on that one there. Seems Lamb got a bit of Vernon's head as he was going in for the block as well. Not really sure where I saw that, though, to be honest. But Vernon making the most of it. Vernon knocks down both, 57-51, and the lead is back up to 6 here for TRC Academy. Patterson wants to hold it on. Shot clock is off. 12 seconds remaining. Puts it over. Routens for 3. No good. 3 seconds remaining. Vernon's there. 1 second. Up. No good. And at the half of a very entertaining first half, we have TRC Academy holding on to a 6-point lead over AI Prep, 57-51. And if there's anything I can take away from this first half, has been 2 things. One, AI Prep, they have found their stroke and they are right back in this game. TRC Academy, they took some of the toughest shots from AI Prep in that run there in the second quarter and have done an excellent, excellent job of being able to throw in some of those counter punches, find themselves still up by 6. And that's the composure that you're going to have when you're sitting first in the standings so far. Very impressive first half. Can't wait to get the second one started. Give yourself a chance to go get a drink, go to the bathroom, get a break. We still have 11:30 to go here before we begin the second half. So my name is Ryan Greco. This is the OSBA Games of the Week. And we'll be back in just over 10 minutes. It is TRC Academy leading 57-51 over AI Prep. I'd like to welcome everybody back. Second half action just about to be underway here. OSBA Game of the Week. My name is Ryan Greco, flying solo on this broadcast. We have quite a matchup for you, ladies and gentlemen, watching out there in YouTube land. We've got two of the very top teams in the Ontario OSBA, two of the very top teams in the country in high school basketball. We have AI Prep taking on TRC Academy. TRC Academy holding on to a 6-point lead after a very impressive surge in that second quarter from behind the arc by AI Prep, who really seemed to have found their shooting touch in this game. However, TRC Academy, a very, very tough and determined front court team, showing every little bit of that by commanding the offensive boards and a lot of impressive second chance finishes under the rim, which has given them the lead that they have right now at this moment. As Lucan Stort gets things started off, and it's going to be a block by Adong McCoy. And here comes Antoine Vernon, who had 22 points in the first half for TRC Academy, leading all scores so far. He's had a very impressive showing, but doesn't get anything going there. And AI Prep now bringing it up. Giovanni Scott led all scores for AI Prep with 16 in that first half, with 14 of those coming in that second quarter when he caught fire from behind the arc. And there's going to be a, speaking of Giovanni Scott, turnover there. Just couldn't get a handle on it as Dort tried to pass him on the back door. Grace with the inbound now, and it's going to be Ivan Nava that's going to be bringing it up. And Vernon trying to go up again, though, but Patterson this time stays patient with him and able to knock that shot away. Patterson, Euro step up and in, but there comes Adong McCoy to say no thank you. We will have none of that. Dion Edgem kicks it over. Nava, step back three. No good, but McCoy right there, and there is nobody boxing out the biggest and strongest front court player on the floor. And an easy dunk for McCoy. That will be his easiest 2 points of the night. Dort rolling the ball up. 8:56 to go here in the third quarter. TRC Academy building on their lead, 59-51. Patterson tries to cut in again. Great find to Hendricks, and Hendricks, such an impressive touch under the basket. Matt Grace all over him, able to finish that. What a matchup these two teams are having. Grace for three, knocks it down, showing him how the big men do it. 6'10" forward, no problem when he's 25 feet out or more. Here's Patterson, tries to get the little layup in there, no good. Grace with the rebound. And once again, that's something we're seeing a lot of from TRC Academy in this game, just limiting second chance opportunities for AI Prep. Whereas on the other end, they've been dominating their offensive glass. Here's McCoy on Hendricks. Up and in, count it. Hendricks saying not much more I could do there. He got the step on me. There's Dort looking like he's gonna hand it off, but there's McCoy with the block and a second block, and there's gonna be a foul. And Dort, there's going to be a foul there. There's going to be a technical against Dort, but Dort understanding it was a frustration move for him, kind of half throwing the ball at the referee there, something you cannot do. And Dort apologizing to the referee, though, right after. That's something you know, as frustrated as some of these players can get, you don't want to do things like that. It's never a good look. Just too many eyes watching you in the long run, especially for players at this level in high school basketball. Coaches are watching that all the time in a game where the talent is so close to each other. As there's Vernon tries to go up. McCoy's right back, though, can't finish it. And here's Dort now. Great pass on the inside, though, and Patterson slams it down. And that's how you respond when you're frustrated. Here's Vernon. He's going to be guarded by Barthélemy. Grace for three again. Finds a spot. Just doesn't get the roll. Patterson to Scott. Scott brings it back to Patterson. Didn't like what he saw. See if they can try and create something else here. 14 on the shot clock. Scott going to try and take it. Nope. Kicks it back to Dort. Dort's got the mismatch. At least he thinks he does. Brings it back for three. Ooh, just misses. Not a bad decision. Kind of want to still see him get a little physical on the smaller defender, but he's still a very, very competent three-point shooter. Here's McCoy now. Vernon. Off the spin move, drives to the basket, up and in, high off the glass, but there's Matt Grace with it, but can't put it back in. Rebound, AI Prep. TRC not taking advantage of the second chance that time, and Scott throws it down on the inside pass from Addison Patterson, and AI Prep is starting to just get rolling a little bit here with a 5-point deficit. TRC Academy, though, still holding strong. Almost loses it there. There's Nava. Works off the screen. Grace. Vernon. Vernon to Grace. Big block by Scott there. There was a wide open pass for Edgem under the basket, but Grace tried to go for the shot and hesitated. Scott was all over it, and Dort can't finish. McCoy gets the rebound, and TRC Academy getting a bit of stroke of luck there, if you will. And Edgem inside McCoy. McCoy trying to go to the basket. One more pass to Edgem. Nope, it's not going to count. Referee counts 3 seconds in the key on Adong McCoy. We got some substitutions on the floor now. Sam Routen's coming in for Giovanni Scott. And another substitution I actually forgot to mention earlier, Mabeni Nam is back into the game. Lugens Dort is going to take a rest as well as Kobe Lamb is in. A rather smaller lineup here for AI Prep. McCoy gets the rebound. And if they're going to have a smaller lineup, though, they got to make sure that they're going to make the most of those first shots. Inside look. You want to see that every time. Dion Edgem, he had a huge mismatch there on Barthélemy. AI is going to have to remedy that. You can see TRC, they've done a magnificent job so far in this game of being able to find the mismatches and take advantage of them. Sam Routens, though, you can't. One thing they haven't been doing well, though, is leaving the three-point shooter open. And AI Prep has been making the most of it. Find on the inside, Edgem using his athleticism to McCoy. McCoy up and over Nam. Can't finish, though. Nam with some excellent defense. Keeps the hands high, but it is still going to be TRC ball. 4:54 to go here in the third quarter. Inbound is going to be Vernon. Substitution, Barthélemy comes out. Dort comes back in. Scott coming back in for Mabeni Nam. TRC ball here. And McCoy, what a move that is. My goodness. Just see him. He's just getting a little bit better every single day. Excellent footwork to finish there. Dort, attack, up and in. Tries to go up, but McCoy's all over top of him. And Dort, just not his day right now as he's attacking the basket. Adong McCoy, some excellent defense. Vernon works around the screen. Vernon tries to go in one more time, but Scott, and that's one thing you don't hear enough of it, of Giovanni Scott's hands. He's incredibly skilled at being able to time those strips. It doesn't matter if he's going up against a guard that's 5 inches shorter than you, and there looks like now there's a little bit of talk between them, Giovanni Scott and Vernon talking. Speak of the devil. And these are two very, very competitive teams. Never a dull moment between these two. We were just saying, Scott, there's going to be a technical now. Double technical on both players, on Giovanni Scott and Antoine Vernon. And Coach Tyrell Vernon, no relation, trying to plead his case to the referees there, saying that Scott was the one that instigated it. Unfortunately, though, that's the problem. The referees will never usually see the instigator. They always see the person that reacts. All the more important reason to try and keep your head cool in these kind of situations. Both teams very, very familiar with each other. They know each other very well. They've been through some playoff battles against each other. TRC Academy has actually won the last 3 matchups between these teams. They've had AI Prep's number. And as of right now, they are the odds-on favorite as title contenders, TRC Academy is. As Dion Edgem gets on the inside, throws it over to McCoy, slams it down. And if that doesn't get your team going, I don't know what will. You see a 3-2 zone defense in place right now. Routen's not able to get the shot off. Throw down the floor here to Edgem. Edgem. Here's Nava. Kicks it over. Shot goes up. No good. Just a little short. And Edgem, though, finds himself on the inside. And Adon McCoy, he's happy with himself picking up that assist. Patterson to Routens. Routens knocks it down. And AI Prep, just when you think that TRC Academy is going to go and run away with this, they keep it close. Antoine Vernon up and no good. Patterson, excellent defense there by Barthélemy, staying with him, chest out the entire time, never reaching in. Barthélemy now going to reward himself on the offensive end with a nice little runner there. And a steal by Dort, gets it inside. Here's Patterson. Patterson kicks it into Dort, tries to go, but what a defensive effort there by Vernon as he was falling down, was able to strip it loose from Dort. And here comes Downey on the spin move. Over to Edgem, Edgem in, and you can count it. And these two teams, my goodness, they have, you can't blink. You might miss something with these two. And there's going to be another technical foul on the coaching staff here at AI Prep. Coach Hantamakos. And he's actually getting pushed off the court by his own players here at this point. And I think he's getting sent off. He's gotten sent off. And taking over the coaching duties is going to be Coach Ahmed. Coach Faiz Ahmed. And Hantamakos just not liking it, feeling that Dort wasn't getting certain calls, that other players weren't getting certain calls. I think when you've got two teams that are this athletic, though, you've got to just kind of let them play. It was every team, both of these teams are just so gifted defensively. A lot of effort, a lot of energy. And that's what you're going to see, though. Very, very passionate coaching staffs on both sides, very competitive programs. And they're in the business of creating elite basketball here in Canada. And, you know, you've got to love and respect that passion and fire from both coaches. As Nava knocks down the two technical foul shots. And TRC is going to get possession as well. 76-67 now, 2:51 to go here in the third quarter. Now this will either ignite AI Prep or it could give TRC Academy the momentum they need to maybe put this one out of reach, although there are no real games out of reach here. And you can see right there, there's a miscue between Nava and Downey. And now AI Prep's going to have an opportunity to once again bite a chunk out of this lead that TRC has built for themselves here in this third quarter. Patterson, guarded by De Avero, who's just checked into the game. Barthélemy, inside to Dort, and Dort throws it down! And you can't get in the way of that one. Full head of steam, and AI Prep is feeling it right now. Here's Nava, trying to work off a screen. Doesn't get it, gets a switch for Patterson. There's a fine inside to McCoy. Defender falls down. Downey up and nope. All hands on the ball. No foul. Dort to the other end. Up in. Count it. 76-71. And AI Prep. I think it's safe to say they're fired up. Nava over to Edgem. Edgem now. This is a big possession for TRC. McCoy tries to work inside on Scott, can't. Out of bounds, Nava, as he made the step. And another turnover, the second straight turnover for TRC Academy, and it's going to be AI Prep ball here. .134 to go here in the third. Patterson. Inside to Dort. Dort up and in. What a finish there. Patterson, he's shown that move time and again the last couple of possessions in this game. That ability to find the backdoor cut. This time it was Dort who finished up and under the rim. DeAvero now. Crossover. Brings it back out. Gets it over to McCoy. McCoy up and in. Can't make it drop. Here comes AI. Kobe Lamb fouled by Lorenzo Downey. And Kobe Lamb, he's going to go to the line for 2. Ben Hendricks now checking into the game, coming out for Giovanni Scott. Also in is Matt Grace for TRC Academy. He's checking in for Dion Edgem. Number 4, Matt Grace. Number 15, Ben Hendricks. Lamb knocks it down the first one. 2-point game. Can make it a 1-point game here with this one. Knocks it down. Here's DeAvero now. He's going to bring it up. 50 seconds remaining. Grace. Nava lets it fly. Knocks it down. Avon Nava. How many times have we seen that? The clutch factor is unreal in this TRC team. And there's a strip, but there's going to be a foul on Lorenzo Downey. Referee says he got a little bit of the wrist there as he went in for it. Avon Navo collecting the foul. Patterson. Patterson up and in. Oh, just can't finish. Hendricks tries to get it. Nava is the one that comes up with it. 20 seconds on the clock. Shot clock is off. Nava is going to let it fly again. That's a heat check right there. No good. Not a bad heat check, though, when you have a guy like Adong McCoy under the basket, but that time around, Lugansk Dort was also there, and he got the better of him on that. Actually, no, excuse me. Adong McCoy was not the last one to touch it, and TRC Academy is going to get one more shot here with 10 seconds to go. Into Grace. Grace kicks it back out to the guard. 7 seconds. Downey. DeAvero. 2 seconds. 1 second. Throws it up. No foul. And we're going to go. Regardless, though, TRC Academy, once again, a very similar story that we saw in that second quarter. AI Prep goes on their run. This time it's attacking the basket and finishing under the rim as opposed to the three-point shot. And oddly enough, it was TRC Academy's three-pointers that have allowed them to hold on to this lead so far. So a little bit of a switching of paces there, but it just goes to show you in all the different ways that both of these teams can beat you. And once again, this is one of the more entertaining matchups you're going to see here in the OSBA. And so far, it has lived up to the hype. We're going to take one last break here before we begin the fourth quarter. TRC Academy holding on to a 79-75 lead over AI Prep. Fourth quarter underway in just a few minutes. A quick hello to everyone out there on YouTube land watching this one. I mean, this one's been an entertaining one at best, and to say the least. Yeah, that's what I meant to say the least. Kicking off this fourth quarter, TRC Academy with possession, trying to build it to a 6-point possession at the very least. Inside now to Vernon. Vernon over to Nava, lets it go. Oh, no good. That's going to be air ball. And one thing, kind of as talented as a shooter as Nava is, every shooter still has to be aware of that lean. If you're catching it on a lean and kind of letting it fly from there, you know, it's important to make sure you get your feet set, especially if you have the time, because in the OSBA, you really don't usually have that much time as Nava had there working off the screen. Hendricks, though, fighting for it, but Vernon with the steal. Very impressive steal. And there's going to be a foul, blocking foul on Kobe Lamb. And now it's going to be TRC ball here, 79-75, 9:15 to go here in the fourth. Vernon bringing it up. Here's Nava. Vernon getting it back. Dort guarding him. McCoy on the screen. Vernon still with the ball. There's going to be a whistle there, a foul. Foul is going to be on Addison Patterson for holding on to the wrist of Matt Grace. Inbound here is Vernon. Over to Grace. Grace goes up. Can't get the roll, though, and it's going to be Amadou that comes down with it. Patterson to Dort. Dort up and in and throws it down! Who gets Dort out of nowhere? Looking like he came off a pogo stick there. Throwing it down hard. Nava with Lamb on him. Vernon trying to take it baseline, finds Grace at the other end. Downey back to Vernon. 3 seconds on the shot clock. Blocked. Rebound, Patterson tries to go up and in, can't get the call, can't get the finish. Downey with the defense. Grace. Downey for three. Knocks it down. 5-point lead here with 8 minutes to go in this game. Lamb tries to respond. Gets the friendly shooter's roll, and AI Prep brings it back within 2. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Back and forth it has been this entire game. Neither team giving an inch. Adong McCoy. Another steal by Patterson, though. Foul on Grace. Very smart decision, though. Grace recognizing that he wasn't going to be able to keep up with both Lugens Dort and Addison Patterson at the same time, so he said, heck, while he's still in front of me, let me make sure I reach in there and get the foul. A very smart decision there by the big man out of TRC. And with that, we're going to have a quick timeout. We're going to take a quick break. The action is intense here in Orangeville. AI Prep trying to defend home court, trying to pick up their first win over TRC Academy in their last 3 tries. We'll see if they can pull it off. We'll be back in just a second. We are back. AI Prep down by 2 here, trying to defend home court. TRC Academy trying to get their 4th straight win over AI Prep and continue their perfect season. Barthélemy for 3, no good. Rebound McCoy. McCoy gets it off to Vernon, and the full court pressure is on there by Scott, trying to create a turnover. Here's Vernon, guarded by Barthélemy. Gets it back, 9 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Edgem. Edgem's going to want to work off a screen. Nope, gets it to McCoy with 3 seconds to go. Kicks it out to Grace for 3, lets it fly, knocks it down. Matt Grace. That is his spot from behind the arc. Just that little place right off the top of the center. And Grace goes up, and a shot by Kobe Lamb as he's falling down. He had a foot on the line though, so they're going to call it a 2. What a shot. Vernon. See if he can create something here. And a steal by Dort, and he's off to the races. Here we go. Boom! Throws it down. They can hear that one all the way out in Brampton. Lou against Dort. 1 point lead for TRC Academy. Nava. Does he have some more clutch gene in him? Works it over to McCoy. Vernon thinks about it. Decides to dribble it. 7 seconds on the shot clock. Takes a look. Edgem thinks about it as well. 3 seconds. There's going to be a foul on Patterson as he's going to the basket. Seems like Patterson just kind of got a hand in there as Edgem kind of ripped the ball by, going to the basket. Luckily for Patterson, though, it's on the floor, so no shots. Just another opportunity. Shot clock was reset to 14 seconds. Now it's at 9. Works off the screen from Grace. Kicks it over to Nava. Nava works it around. Barthélemy, runner, blocked by Scott. Gets it back. Kicks it over to Barthélemy. Barthélemy! My gosh! What a throwdown by the 6'3" guard out of Montreal. The whole gym shook. 86-85 AI Prep. McCoy with the response, though, giving TRC the lead. What a game, ladies and gentlemen. Lamb for 3, wide open, can't knock it down. Vernon, opportunity to make it a 3 or 4 point lead now. Edgem, guarded by Dort. Zone defense is in place for AI. Grace for 3, knocks it down again. Matt Grace will not be denied from behind the arc, and we got ourselves a timeout for AI Prep. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, you need to rewind your stream on YouTube right there, and you have to watch that dunk one more time by Keyshawn Barthélemy. He looked like he took off from just inside the free throw line on a fast break with the tomahawk. But as we've seen all year, every single time one of these teams has stepped up, TRC Academy has matched their opponents. Back-to-back threes. Or excuse me, no. Adong McCoy with the floater, and then Matt Grace with the three-pointer. And the veterans getting it done for TRC Academy as they still hold on to a 2-possession lead with 4:52 to go here in the 4th. But I doubt that is going to be the story for the rest of this game. We may have ourselves yet another buzzer beater or final second play, as we have 3 out of the last 4 times we've seen these two teams go up against each other. This is Canadian high school basketball at its finest, ladies and gentlemen. And the horn has been sounded. The timeouts are over, and these two teams are going back to doing battle for the next just under 5 minutes remaining in this game. What a game. It's really the only phrase I can think of so far right now. When you've got two teams with this level of athleticism These 4- and 5-star recruit level players, every single one of these guys could play just about anywhere they want to at the next level. And what a show they are putting on for the fans here in Orangeville. Addison Patterson now, back to the action. Bringing it up, guarded by Ivan Nava. Giovanni Scott picking up right where he left off in the second quarter. I believe he has 19 on the night so far. Nava, McCoy, Vernon, inside to Grace. A little too late though on the roll. Tries to get it back, ball is loose. Here's Patterson, throws it out. Barthelomew's leaking, throws it down again. 91-90 for AI Prep, 4 minutes remaining. Can TRC Academy keep their perfect season alive here in OSBA action? It's currently 7-0. In danger of going 7-1 right now. That pass is denied by Dort. Vernon still finding a way. Up and in! Can't find it, but Edgem is right there. Dort gambling by going for the block. No one there to recover. And Dion Edgem, who has been feasting on the lower block throughout most of this game on those second chance opportunities, makes the most. Here's Bartholomew though. AI Prep, 1 point game. Dort kicks it out to Patterson. Scott for three one more time. Can't leave him open. That's only his third miss from behind the arc in this game. Vernon, guarded by Bartholomew. Great job though, keeping the ball away from the defender as he crossed over the half-court line. Edgem, one dribble, up, and no good, but once again, another second chance opportunities, no good. Out of bounds. Patterson caught with the out of bounds as he was running back up the floor. And TRC Academy gets a break of sorts after not being able to convert on the second chance. They're going to get a third one here with a fresh shot clock. Here's Vernon. Gets it over to McCoy. Edgem for three. Knocks it down. Dion Edgem. Ludenz Dort bringing it up. Dort thinks about it. Gets by. Up. In. What a finish at the rim. Dort doing a little bit of everything right now. Keyshawn Bartholomew getting a warning. Not really sure what happened there, though. He kind of just gave her the ball. Here's Vernon. Into Grace. Guarded by Patterson. Grace going to take it on the floor on Patterson. Up and in. No good. Just missed. But thrown away. Vernon gets it. 2:13 to go here. 2-point lead. And Scott looking like he's going to get called for the reach in there. 95-93, TRC Academy just holding on here. And with 2:10 to go, one more run could do it for either team. These foul shots are huge. Vernon makes good on the first. Now he's got a chance to make it a two-possession game here with 2:10 to go if he knocks this down. Makes the most of it. 97-93. AI bringing it up. Kicks it over to Dort. Dort into Scott. Hands are in there. Patterson over to Lamb. Lamb for three. No good. Just not being his day from behind the arc. Vernon. And Patterson getting called once again for grabbing and clutching in the paint. That's the second time he's been caught in the fourth quarter doing this. And Dion Edgem now has a chance to make it an even bigger lead. Misses the first. These are some huge foul shots. TRC, AI Prep is not a team you want to miss free throws on this late in the game. Makes good on the second one, though. So a 5-point lead now. Still 2 possessions. Patterson bringing it up. Guarded by Nava. The 3-2 zone defense is on. There's going to be a foul on Grace as Dort went through. Nope, that foul is going to be on Vernon. And with that, we're going to take a quick timeout, and so will we up here in the broadcast booth. We've got just 1:38 to go here. TRC Academy holding on 98-93 over AI Prep. We'll be right back. And we are back here in Orangeville at Athlete Institute. AI Prep trailing TRC Academy 98-93. TRC Academy trying to keep that perfect season alive here, standing at 7-0 currently. Here's the inbound. Barthélemy over to Dort. Dort goes right in, and McCoy getting a hand on it. And Adong McCoy has done a superb job of keeping these AI Prep forwards at bay as they've been attacking the basket. Scott thinking about it. Loses the handle. Adong McCoy gets it with 1:20 to go here. Antoine Vernon, if he runs off some clock here and gets a shot in, could really ice it for TRC Academy. And there's going to be a foul there as Vernon went in. And the foul is going to be on Giovanni Scott. And he's out of the game. Giovanni Scott picking up his 5th. And we're going to have another quick timeout here. And we're going to take a quick break as a result of that as well. AI Prep, though, need to see if they can get themselves a quick shot, a good turnover, possibly foul. No, we aren't going to take a break. TRC Academy looks ready to go. Vernon's going to take a shot here. No good. Misses the first. These are the foul shots you have to knock down. As TRC Academy in this 4th quarter, they're only shooting 60% from the free throw line here. That percentage goes up just a little bit there, though. Vernon. Patterson bringing it up now. 6-point lead. 1 minute remaining. And there's another turnover, and that could do it if TRC can hold on to it. Grace. And they're just playing keep away at this point. 6 points remaining. 6 seconds remaining, excuse me. Grace goes up and flips it in. 101-93, 42 seconds remaining. And it's looking like TRC Academy is going to hold on to their perfect season. 33 seconds to go here. And AI Prep's not even going to foul. Oh, there it is. Just as I said it. And what to take away from this one? I mean, incredible as a timeout here by AI Prep. An incredible effort from both teams. A lot of heated discussion from both coaches' benches. But both teams, a very, very impressive showing. As Coach Ahmed now for AI Prep having a quick discussion with the referees here about the timeout. And TRC Academy, big smiles on their faces. They're going to go home with a win in their 4th straight victory over AI Prep, including playoff action dating back to last year. And this team, they just find ways to win. They just know how to knock down big shots when they need to. And they managed every single run AI Prep had at them. And this is a term I've been using a lot in this broadcast, is counter punches. And that's something that TRC Academy has done in spades here. They've done their coaching staff proud, and they've done the organization proud with another impressive effort out here. And they are, without a doubt, now the favorites at this point to try and bring home a title. And it would be the first one for the Brantford organization in the OSBA. At 8-0. But of course, the very next game is going to have two teams that are right on their heels. Rise Academy and Orangeville Prep. Two teams that are right behind them in the standings. 23 seconds to go here. Dort to Routens. Routens. He's going to be blocked by Edgem. Edgem knew right away what Routens wanted to do there. Routens, he's got a green light anywhere on the floor. There's going to be a foul. Trying to figure out what's happening here. And TRC Academy, even though they're going to win this with a 10-point lead, possibly more, that does not do it justice. This one was close right to the very end. And there's going to be another technical foul here. On 0, and that's going to be on Dort. Dort picking up a technical here. Makes it 104-93, Vernon. And Vernon, what a game he had, especially in that second quarter. He scored 14 of his team's 20 points in that second quarter that really put them up and finished it. Meanwhile, AI Prep, we'll just take a quick look at the standings here right now in the league. AI Prep with this loss, they're going to fall to 6-2. On the season. And depending on whoever wins the Rise and Orangeville game, will find themselves in a tie for third place in the league right now. Meanwhile, TRC Academy, still the lone team that's undefeated in this season so far. And Nava gets it over half. 12 seconds remaining. And AI Prep is not going to foul. They're going to let this one run out. And with that, that's going to do this game here. A very impressive showing by TRC Academy. Getting the big shots when they needed them. AI Prep, they had some very impressive runs, but no doubt they're disappointed walking away with the L on this one. But tomorrow is another day, and with that being said, we're going to end this broadcast and take a quick break. Got about 15 minutes before we begin the broadcast for our second doubleheader game tonight, and it will be the very next two top teams in the league. It'll be Orangeville Prep at 5-1 taking on Rise Prep at 5-1. Looking forward for that one, and if this first game here, TRC Academy 104